Okay, now it's time for the second section of our exposure of product developments. Before you saw cool stuff that was happening right now, and now Adam is going to take you through cool stuff that's going to be happening soon, which will be over the next several months into the fall and early winter. So some really, really very cool stuff for you to see here. Adam.
Thank you, everybody. Very excited. So this is this cool stuff. We are actually working on all this stuff. So this is not just a pipe dream. This is stuff that's actually in development. We've got some really amazing things to show you. This is what we're working on. This is our idea. We want to build better stuff to give you guys the platform to make amazing things and to have amazing experiences. Roblox right now is 25% international and growing. And we want to make Roblox a worldwide phenomenon. We're bringing it to other languages, to other countries. Germany is our first stop. We've got it translated into German. It's a soft launch, and we're working on local currency there. That's coming soon. One of the big things on the technical side we're missing right now is the ability to play really big places and to play them fast. This is a level that's 50,000 blocks and a bunch of terrain. Right now, if you're going to load this on your desktop, even if you have the fastest internet connection, we're talking 30 seconds minimum just to get in the game. We want to bring this to an instant play. That means this is streaming joined. So as soon as you hit play, you're right in the game. You're loading parts of the level right as you're playing it. As you walk around, it chooses which parts you want to bring in and streams out the parts you don't need anymore. So immediately you can play right away, and you can play on lower devices that can't load the whole level, just because loading 50,000 blocks takes like 2 gigs of RAM. So if you're on your little iPad, it's not going to work. So this is going to let users build really big places, intricate places, and have a great user experience that loads really quickly. So we're very excited about that. New animation system. Right now, one thing users struggle with is creating really great animations, their own custom animations. We want to build a new animation system that looks great, enables cool stuff, and we're bringing it to everybody. It's not just going to be Roblox only. So we're going to have all the tools that our users can make their own animations. You can see the torso wiggling. So this means you get a little jiggle in your walk. We have partial animations. So sticking your hand out, you can still have the rest of your body animating while your hand is doing something like pointing a gun. I think everybody knows we introduced a new dynamic lighting system this year. This has been a real game changer for Roblox. And it looks great, adds a lot of feeling to games. One of the biggest things that's missing from it in the current version is the ability to have shadows from point lights. Right now you have shadows from the sun and from the moon. We're adding a system to have shadows from every light throughout the level. And it's completely dynamic. So when you see this light moving between the columns, it's casting a shadow right behind it. Here we've got a partially transparent block. As it fades in and out, the light progressively goes through. This is completely dynamic, and we've got a really efficient system thanks to one of our brilliant rendering engineers to make it work completely in real time without much load. So everyone's going to be able to have this in every game. Okay, some really cool physics we've been working on. We've got a whole new physics engine. It's bringing a new mechanical creation system to life in a way that has never been possible on Roblox. This is always one of our dreams, to make amazing mechanical systems. Vehicles is one of them. So here, this truck is nothing like the trucks you've seen on Roblox before. This truck has suspension, it has real rack and pinion steering, we've got all new joints. It's totally dynamic, it's fast, it's completely indestructible, nothing explodes, it behaves, it feels like a real truck. And you guys can actually play this today in the R&D lab at the other end of the building. So this is really exciting. And you're not just going to be able to build trucks, you're going to be able to build anything. And it's not all scripting in Lua, where you're actually building from the physical primitives that really make it a true construction set. Our studio tool is really important to us. This is what lets developers make the amazing games on Roblox. And to really empower them, we want to make this tool as powerful and as user-friendly as possible. One of the things that we're working on right now is a full debugger. So you can step through your scripts, hover over variables, see what their values are, really make it a first-class development experience, just like in other development environments. Okay, on our website, we're bringing a new feature called Developer Central. This is a little mini website that gives you all the information you might want about your games. So when you're developing a game on Roblox, we want you to be able to get all the information and statistics that give you feedback on what your changes are, let you see how your popularity is doing, what changes you make, how they affect what the users do with the game, all these kinds of things. We're giving you a dashboard, all the information's in one place, and lets you dig in and really make professional games. Our mission is to bring building to everyone on Roblox, to make everyone a builder. And we're making new systems that let you develop building in multiplayer environments. We have personal build servers now. We're taking this to the next level and letting you create really interactive things, really great things that can be integrated into the rest of Roblox. We love listening to our users. Talk to us today when you see us, tell us what you want. This comes from a survey we did of 100 top developers. We asked them, what do you want changed? What do you want added to Roblox? And they give us their list. This is the list, this is the top things that were requested. Number one, sounds and music. Users want the ability to add custom sounds and music into their games. We are working on this. We promise this will be there. Data persistence upgrades. This sounds technical, but what it lets you do is things like create leaderboards and other kinds of really cool things that last between games and provide meta information. Multiplayer debugging, rotatable GUI elements for things like speed gauges. We're listening to what you guys are saying, and we are going to bring it. And Brad?
Right, thank you, Adam. So before we wrap up, just want to say one more thing. We've alluded to a couple of times this morning that we're working on things that bring more opportunities to you, our builders and players. That's really important to us. We've been talking a lot recently about how we can open up the Roblox economy, get it more participatory. I mentioned earlier about, it's not just about the Builders Club stipend that you get, but actually giving people more opportunities to earn Robux, because that's what makes the Roblox economy go. So a couple of weeks in Chicago, we announced that we were introducing the paid access feature, which is like being able to have an admissions pass for your game that people can buy. And that was a feature, where it's experimental. We want to see how people are going to use it. And so it's, the form that it's in right now isn't necessarily the final form it'll be in. But it's also a feature that we made available not just to Builders Club, although we do tend to introduce new features and prototype them with Builders Club before we roll them out to everybody. But paid access is something that is now available to all builders and players, so anybody who's made a game, you can use the paid access feature. And as we noted with the new games page, there are new categories. For example, it looks like when you go to the iTunes store that you see top free, top paid. We're taking something of a similar approach. The next thing we're looking at, and this won't happen quite as quickly as paid access did, but it's something that'll roll out probably in the next few months, is we're going to introduce the capability for people to be able to sell their models. So if you create something that's really cool, if you've made a great bulldozer, as Dave showed earlier, or you made a great house or a great castle, you're going to be able to offer that to other Roblox builders and players. Now this is actually something, we could do it now if we wanted to, we could just turn it on. But what we want to do is to do it in in a smart, careful manner. And the most important thing for us is also to think through some of the issues around protecting what you're creating so that somebody can't just grab it and copy it. So we're looking carefully at that, and we won't roll it out until we're comfortable that we've got a system that works pretty well from that standpoint. So we're, as I said, we're looking for ways to start opening up the economy for you to realize more benefits out of what you build and what you create, and we're going to keep doing that. So that's our presentation for this morning. Now, just want to tell you a little bit, since you're the first group here, you probably haven't had much of a chance to explore yet. So we want to make sure that you get out. The hackathon and the computer lab are all the way back at the end of the museum. If you walk past all of the planes and helicopters and everything, it's back there in the German foil area. The staff is back here. So if you want to meet the staff, go out the doors down here into the side. If you're interested in picking up fedoras or t-shirts, they're all in the shop. Thank you very much for coming. It's great to be in London.
Oh, fine. All right. Nope.